In the quaint town of Sweetville, a group of raccoons formed a covert society known as the Cookie Bandits. Led by the cheeky Rascal, this gang of adorable troublemakers was dedicated to one mission: stealing the town's finest cookies. Their heists were legendary, filled with disguises, creative distractions, and ingenious escape plans. One moonlit night, the raccoons set their sights on Mrs. Crumble's bakery, famous for its cookies. Rascal donned a baker's hat and a fake mustache, while Squeaky wore a chef's apron and chef's hat, and Whiskers went incognito as a mop. Their plan? Cause a commotion with a faux flour explosion to distract Mrs. Crumble while they snatched every cookie in sight. As Squeaky rigged a flour bag with a trapdoor, Rascal and Whiskers slipped inside the bakery. They successfully triggered the explosion, sending flour puffing into the air like a snowy blizzard. Mrs. Crumble stumbled around, coughing and sputtering, as the raccoons stuffed their loot into bags. Just when they were about to make their getaway, Rascal's tail knocked over a stack of papers. In their haste, the raccoons grabbed everything, including an important-looking folder. They scampered away, their bags of cookies clinking with every step. As they celebrated their heist, they realized they had accidentally taken an award-winning cookie recipe alongside their treat. The next day, the town buzzed with the news that Mrs. Crumble's secret recipe had been stolen. The raccoons, realizing their mistake, decided to fix their blunder. They crafted a plan involving their unique talents. Rascal, still in his baker's disguise, went to Mrs. Crumble's shop under the pretense of delivering a cookie surprise. While Rascal distracted Mrs. Crumble with elaborate cookie-tasting reviews, Squeaky and Whiskers, disguised as delivery crew, secretly returned the stolen recipe and replaced it with a batch of homemade cookies they'd made with help from the recipe. The raccoons used their culinary skills to recreate the famous cookies, adding a unique twist: sprinkles of mischief. When Mrs. Crumble tasted the new batch, she was astonished. "These cookies are simply divine," she exclaimed, not knowing they were made by her little thieves. Unaware of the raccoons' mischief, she invited them to a grand cookie festival, where the raccoons, disguised as baking aficionados, enjoyed the festivities. As the sun set over Sweetville, the raccoons lounged in their hideout, satisfied. They had managed to turn a sticky situation into a sweet success, learning that sometimes, the best way to make amends is with a touch of creativity and a sprinkle of fun.